Welcome back to Bear Horror, where we dive into the depths of the unknown. If you're a fan of spine-chilling tales and haunting mysteries, you're in for a treat. Tonight, we have 3 chilling stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. From haunted houses that whisper dark secrets to cursed mirrors that reflect more than just your image, each story will draw you deeper into the realm of fear and fascination. So grab your favorite blanket, turn off the lights, and let's embark on this journey into the eerie and the unexplained. Are you ready? Let's begin. Sarah and Jake, a young couple eager to start their lives together, inherit an old house from Sarah's grandmother. Intrigued by its history, they move in with plans to renovate it. The house is full of dusty antiques, faded photographs, and creaking floorboards. They find a journal belonging to Sarah's grandmother, filled with cryptic entries about the house's past and a mysterious figure that supposedly lived within its walls. As they begin to renovate, they hear faint whispers that seem to echo through the halls. Initially dismissing them as the wind or their imaginations, the couple becomes increasingly unsettled. One night, while Sarah is alone working late, she hears her name called softly from the walls. Terrified, she brushes it off, but the whispers continue, becoming more insistent. A few days later, Jake discovers an old newspaper article about a tragic event that occurred in the house, a family that mysteriously vanished. As they delve deeper into the history, they learn that the house is rumored to be cursed, and the whispers are the cries of the family seeking help. One stormy night, Jake goes missing. Sarah frantically searches for him, calling his name, only to hear the whispers mocking her. Desperate, she follows the sound, leading her to a hidden room behind the walls. Inside, she finds remnants of the past, children's toys and a dusty mirror. The whispers grow louder, revealing the family's pain and urging her to free them. Realizing that the spirits are trapped, Sarah confronts the malevolent entity that has taken Jake. With a surge of courage, she recites a prayer she found in her grandmother's journal, channeling the energy of the house. The walls tremble as the spirit releases its hold on Jake. He reappears, dazed but alive. Together, they confront the entity, finally breaking the curse and allowing the trapped souls to find peace. As the dawn breaks, the house feels lighter, and the whispers fade into silence, leaving behind only echoes of a once tragic history. The reflection. Emily, a curious and artistic high school student, stumbles upon an antique shop while exploring her town. Drawn to a beautifully ornate mirror, she feels an inexplicable connection to it. The elderly shopkeeper warns her that the mirror has a dark history. It once belonged to a woman who vanished mysteriously after spending too much time staring into it. Ignoring the warning, Emily brings the mirror home, excited to use it as a statement piece in her bedroom. The first night, she admires her reflection but feels a chill run down her spine. Over the following weeks, she notices strange occurrences. Her reflection smiles back at her, even when she isn't, and she hears whispers calling her name at night. As she becomes increasingly obsessed with the mirror, Emily starts losing track of time and her friends. They grow worried about her isolation, but Emily brushes them off, believing they don't understand her connection to the mirror. One night, she decides to take a closer look. When she touches the surface, her reflection grins menacingly, and she feels a pull, almost as if she's being drawn into it. Panicked, she realizes the reflection is not just a mirror image, it's a malevolent entity that wants to take over her life. The next day, she confides in her best friend, Jess, who encourages her to destroy the mirror. But Emily hesitates, torn between her fascination and fear. As the entity grows stronger, it begins to influence her actions. She starts acting out of character, alienating those closest to her. One night, during a confrontation with Jess, Emily loses control and shatters a nearby lamp, inadvertently revealing the cracks in her facade. Desperate, she researches the mirror's history, learning about the woman who vanished and how she became trapped. Realizing she must confront the entity, Emily returns to the mirror and, with Jess by her side, calls out the spirit's name. The air crackles with energy as Emily faces her reflection, demanding it release her. In a climactic moment, Emily breaks the mirror with a hammer, shattering the dark hold it has on her. The reflection screams as it dissipates, leaving Emily shaken but free. She embraces Jess, grateful for her friendship, and vows to let go of the past, realizing that true beauty lies beyond mere appearances. The last stop. On a stormy night, Mark, a weary traveler, finds himself waiting at a deserted bus station. The wind howls, and rain pelts the ground, creating a dismal setting. As he sits, he notices a woman in a tattered dress sitting on a bench across from him, staring blankly ahead. Her presence sends chills down his spine, but he dismisses it as nerves. As the minutes tick by, Mark feels increasingly uneasy. The only other company is an old clock that seems to be stuck, its ticking echoing through the stillness. He tries to make small talk with the woman, but she remains silent, her gaze fixed on the ground. The air feels thick, and he starts to feel like he's being watched. Suddenly, the lights flicker, and the woman speaks softly, revealing intimate details about Mark's life, his fears, his regrets, and the accident that has haunted him for years. Mark realizes that she knows things no one should. Terrified, he tries to leave, but the bus doesn't arrive, and the woman's grip on reality seems to tighten. He discovers that she is a spirit, a victim of a tragic accident that happened at the station years ago. The station is cursed, and she's bound to it, unable to find peace until someone confronts the truth of her death. As she shares her story, Mark learns that he was indirectly involved in the accident that claimed her life, leaving him guilt-ridden. Mark feels a surge of empathy and realizes he can't run from the past. He promises to help her find closure. As the storm rages outside, he gathers the courage to face his guilt, recounting the events of that fateful night. The clock starts ticking again, matching the rhythm of his heartbeat, as the woman's expression shifts from despair to hope. In a climactic moment, Mark encourages her to let go of the pain and embrace forgiveness. With each word, the atmosphere in the station changes. The ghostly figure begins to shimmer, her face softening as she thanks Mark for finally acknowledging her story. As she fades into a warm light, the bus pulls up, and Mark steps outside, feeling lighter than he has in years. The storm has cleared, and the night sky is full of stars. He boards the bus, knowing he has not only freed the spirit but also himself, leaving behind the shadows of his past. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the shadows tonight. I hope these chilling tales left you with a sense of unease and a few goosebumps. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow horror enthusiasts. And remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, so if you have your own creepy experiences or suggestions for future stories, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you.